the other thing with Twitter is that Molly really had to pull Caitlin and me along
Mostly me.
for that. But then once you jump in, I think of it like double dutch, which I never was able to do. But you just got to jump in, and maybe if I just flipping jumped in 5th grade, I would still know how to do it. But Twitter, you just got to jump in and.
So just so I know, is everyone here on Twitter? Like, is there anyone that's not on Twitter? You're saying all nice things. Yells,
Snooze.
No. So from how to expand and get the brand out there, the first thing that I think we've done is just always be true to ourselves. So you'll see recipes up there that have no pictures. Well, guess what? Someone couldn't get to getting the pictures. But we all support the fact that we couldn't get the pictures yet, and we'll get them out there, and we'll all just accept that it can't happen. We also did not have a high budget, being that we started the company with $500. So how is it that, or $1,500 collectively?
Yes.
How can we spread the word? So I actually was the first one to get on, and then these guys jumped on too, but trying to make friends. And I mean, you know how Twitter is, you really have to work at it. And I was sitting with Deba from Girlfriendology, and we were talking about just different ways in which one could expand their brand. And she said, you know, someone has this party called Girls Night Out. You guys should do something in the food realm. So Foodies Night In was born. It's an online Twitter party that we've kind of modeled after them. And so we're on Twitter, but our goal is to create as many relationships as we possibly can, like real relationships with people, and beyond just jumping on and off throughout the week when we can. So we host on Monday nights from 4 to 6 Foodies Night In. It is a sponsored event, and I know some of you guys have been part of the party, thank you. And it is a sponsored event, and we have 2 hosts that are always with us. Deba is one of them from Girlfriendology, and then another is someone named Cozy Family who's in New York. But
West Coast.
She's from New York. She's from New York. And then we work with our partners and our sponsors to develop the questions. So it's important to us that we get to maintain our brand on Foodies Night In, and that it doesn't feel like people are being marketed to. So we got a chance to work with Kevin and his client Meyer. And so what we ask of the sponsors is, hey, we'll host this party, and we'll make sure that people actually come to the party. And if you can give us some of your objectives, we'll come up with 10 to 15 or so questions for the party that you guys can approve, Mr. Sponsor. And then we'll run the party. And then people, from a partnership perspective, they're learning something that they want to learn, or maybe they're just getting their brand out there, or they're just getting to conversate with people. But then from our perspective, it's so fun, and we think that people have fun. And for us, it's been a really careful blend of, we want to make sure that no one ever feels like they're being sold to. We won't do it, and that's not the purpose. The purpose is, hey, let's all get online for 2 hours and talk food, and we'll have some chefs on, you can ask your questions, you can, go off in a totally different tangent. But what's been really fun is, I think we've done 16 of them. Yeah, or 13. And is we're starting to see the same people coming back. And so it's become a little community, a little sub-community within. So people know that every Monday I'll be there and they can ask questions. Yes?
Just wanted to ask real quick, what's the hashtag for it?
FNI.
FNI. Foodies. Yeah. Well, some people that take part in Foodies Night, and as with any other chat, when you start like firing off all these things, then you have random people feeding into the conversation. What is FNI? what is this? It's been really fun.
That's great news. Then
Yeah.
we have the opportunity.
Yeah. So from Twitter, our whole purpose is first and foremost to keep it fun and have it be informative. And the second that stops happening, then we'll change directions. But until then, we're focused on really growing that, and the more people that want to get on the conversation, the better it is for everyone. I personally go to the grocery store on Monday afternoon after Foodies Night In, after I've gotten recipes from people, because, well, shoot, okay, and I'm set up for the week. So from a social media perspective, we've tried to gain control of one thing that's already exists out there.